Top 10 Close Encounters with Extraterrestrials. Flying saucers, flying beam of ball, aliens, UFOs, and alien abduction. This is what we hear on the headlines and see on printed tabloids. We can also see this news on Facebook and YouTube, which triggers our curiosity if they do exist. It's fascinating to hear about them because it is very unusual. From space rockets to the moon landing and space exploration, mankind never ceases to seek a life outside the planet. It all started when frequencies from outer space were detected by the Russians, followed by the numerous unexplained aerial phenomenon that took place in different places on Earth. The Department of Defense, the Pentagon specifically, has released 3 videos recently containing the sightings of unidentified flying objects by the aerial Navy pilots. These videos caught the attention of the public and have been questioning if they were real. It is not new to us that some people have dedicated their life to prove that interstellar visitors or alien have come to Earth. Some of these are Robert Bigelow, who runs the Bigelow Aerospace, owner of the SpaceX Elon Musk, Paul Allen, the Russian cosmonaut Yuri Milner, owner of the Blue Origin company Jeff Bezos, the co-founder of Qualcomm Franklin Antonio, and the military and government folks such as Nick Pope, Paul Hellyer, Philip Corso, Barry Goldwater, Roscoe Hillenkotter, Dennis Kucinich, John Podesta, Pavel and Marina Povovich. To clear any misconceptions if it was fabricated or real, don't hold your breath, because according to Pentagon, UFOs are real. Before we give you more information about this, don't skip this video and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. In today's video, we'll give you the countdown for top 10 close encounters with extraterrestrials. The following people that we will show you have seen the unidentified flying object, flying disc, nocturnal lights, and visual reports. Opening our countdown is our number 10, the Foo Fighters. Flying over the sky is an amazing feeling. But would it be still amazing if something very fast is chasing you? This is what happened to the Air Force pilots who are flying overnight completing their mission during World War II. These pilots were considered among the best in the world, but the appearance of the unknown flying objects that were chasing and flying circles around them gave them chills. According to them, they were moving fast. Yes, we use the word were because it wasn't just 1 but 8 to 10. Their colors were changing from red to orange to green. They are estimated to move 200 miles per hour. That's a high speed. When one of the pilots decided to move closer to the light, they suddenly disappeared. These mysterious air flyers were called Foo Fighters, which was based in the comic book phrase. There were different speculations about this incident. Some are saying that those might be electrostatic or electromagnetic phenomenon, while others say that they are high-tech weaponry developed by Nazis. However, there was no clear explanation that supports the said theories. Floating on number 9 is the 1947 flying saucer. In 1947, a saucer-shaped flying vehicle passed the mountain Rainier at a speed of 1,760 miles per hour. This incident was witnessed by a well-respected pilot, Kenneth Arnold, who claims that there were 9 of them that are so thin and moving fast across the mountain. He became popular in their region for his claims, but others saw him as a weirdo. Others have also reported similar sightings in Oklahoma and Arizona. Military explains that they must be some kind of new type of jet or missiles. But Kenneth Arnold doesn't buy that. He believes that they were from a different planet. How about you guys? What do you think? Considering that it wasn't just him who saw the same thing. Static on number 8 is the 1977 WOW signal from outer space. A sign of extraterrestrial communication was intercepted in 1977 by the Big Ear Radio Telescope of Ohio State. The sound from the outer space lasted for 72 seconds and was measured 1,420 megahertz. This signal was hailed best evidence of alien communication ever captured by man. Its name was taken the reaction of the astronomer Jerry Emmon, who spotted it and printed the evidence with his handwriting that reads, "Wow." But this incident created a diverse idea to experts. Others say that it was from a secret spy satellite roaming or a comet passing by. But again, none of this explains it accurately. Moving on, number 7 is the weird lights in southern Arizona. Many people saw the weird looking lights that are moving in the night sky of southern Arizona. This incident happened between 7 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. on March 13, 1997, which was also seen in Tucson to Mexico border. According to a witness, they were forming a wedge and their lights were color red and have a single white light in their V's tip. The actor Kurt Russell, who happened to be inside a private plane, saw the weird lights too. To confirm what he saw, he consulted the air traffic, but unfortunately, they did not detect anything from their radar. Another witness, the pilot and governor Fife Symington, reported that he saw the V-shaped formation but later changed his mind for he thought that the lights weren't extraterrestrial. But unfortunately, there was no clear explanation about what really happened that night. Our number 6 is the controversial thing in Warminster. Although the residents can't identify what the thing really is, they are sure that they heard a crackling sound on the Christmas day of 1964. According to a local woman, she heard the crackling sound clearly over her head, while in other towns, they heard a sonic attack plague. All of them were stunned and clueless about what's happening, so they have concluded that the inexplicable lights from the sky came from outer space. What an odd day to celebrate Christmas. Causing blackout on number 5 is the Battle on Los Angeles. A mysterious event happened on February 25, 1942 in Culver City, which resulted in the sounding of the air raid siren. Numerous reports of glowing objects in the sky took place over Culver City. The Army decided to investigate it and fled 1,400 anti-aircraft shells. But unfortunately, it disappeared from view and a blackout was ordered citywide. 5 civilians were dead because of the shell fragments that lodged on the nearby buildings. There were different claims about this incident. The military claims that it was a weather balloon, but UFOlogist claims that it was an alien spacecraft. There was an extra proof that was cited on the famous LA Times photo that shows a non-weather balloon-looking object with shells. The Army and Navy were demanded to give information about the incident, but they only made conflicting comments about it. Taking on number 4 is the abduction of Travis Walton. An intriguing report was made in 1975 when a 22-year-old logger, Travis Walton, was allegedly abducted by aliens. He was reported missing for 5 days, and according to him, before passing out, a glowing disk was hovering and took him with its bluish-gray light. He woke up in a clean room and was surrounded by 3 well-developed fetuses on a table. He thought that he was being examined by aliens, so he tried to escape, but he passed out. He woke up after the aliens dropped him on the roadside of Arizona. The local authorities thought that Walton was murdered during the days he was missing, but luckily, he came back alive. His story was published on tabloids and was even made a movie, but skeptics claim that it was just a hoax because the movie was released 2 weeks before he was allegedly abducted by aliens. True or not, they haven't cleared it yet. Landing on number 3 is the UFO crash in the town of Kecksburg. This incident in the small Pennsylvania town, Kecksburg, was covered in mystery in 1965. It was reported that a huge fireball flew over southern Canada to Detroit and shattered debris in Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. Although the experts say that it was a meteorite, witnesses prove them wrong because, after the crash, they saw an acorn-shaped object in the woods with hieroglyphic writings. An article in the newspaper was released saying that the military made an ocular in the crash site and found nothing. The people doesn't buy it and thinks that it was all press release to cover the incident. But the question is, where did they put the object? And what was inside that acorn-shaped object? Forcing a number 2 is the abduction of Antonio Villas Boas. This incident is one of the craziest alien abduction stories of all time. It happened in 1957 after a young Brazilian farmer, Antonio Villas Boas, was forcibly taken inside a strange-looking vessel. According to Antonio, the strange-looking creature with big almond-shaped eyes took his blood sample from all over his body. They rubbed him with a sticky gel, and then a blonde female with the big almond-shaped eyes rubbed his body, and you know what happened next. After having intercourse, the female left quickly. He felt violated after realizing the strange-looking creatures used him in a sort of experiment. Although he didn't mention how he managed to go back on Earth, he reported his story to the famous writer João Martins. Although the doctor's findings on Antonio shows that he had suffered from radiation poisoning, Martin believed his story because his sketches of the vessel that took him looked like the spaceship of the Soviet Union's Sputnik. Antonio recovered from the incident and graduated law and was able to have 4 children. Before he died, he told his children that he has a son living in space. What an info! Anyone would be shocked knowing that they have a half-sibling in space. If you're thinking that we are done giving you a glimpse of the extraterrestrial life, you are wrong. Prepare for our top pick and believe that aliens may really be existing out there. Magnetizing on number 1 is the abduction of Barney and Betty Hill. There are few alien abduction stories out there, but this story may convince us that aliens do exist outside the solar system. In 1961, a couple in New Hampshire was taken by a bright light above the sky. As they woke up, they have realized that their car was attached in an alien vessel. Although they were in shock, they can recall that they were abducted by the little gray men, which looks similar to the portrayal of the aliens in the story of The First Men in the Moon. What's more shocking is that they drew the map of the constellations where the little gray men reside. At first, authorities thought it was nonsense until scientists noticed that the map they drew looks similar to the system inside the constellation Reticulum, which is the Zeta Reticuli. Their case became so famous and has been an example of a close encounter. Although others claim that this might be a hoax, their abduction remains a mystery up until now. Doesn't this make you wonder about the possible civilization outside our planet? If so, would they continue visiting us? We don't know yet, but maybe in the next years, someone can give us a concrete explanation about these incidents. With these incidents and confirmation of the Pentagon, we might be thinking that soon we can see one of them face to face. Although some are saying that they are already here and just hiding somewhere, we have no proof if their intention to our planet may be good or bad. For now, it would be better if we leave it to the experts. Who knows? Someday we can all see them and live in peace. Which of these incidents triggered your curiosity? Do you think that they have been here before us? Write down your thoughts in our comment section. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and watch out for more exciting videos. This has been our countdown for our top 10 close encounters with extraterrestrials. Join us again next time. Ciao!